So I went to ASU for my freshman year, which was last year. Ended up dropping out. Not only did I think that the school wasn't a good fit for me, being in a sorority in general was not a good fit for me. In case you have any other questions about ASU, I have a lot of other videos. I'll link the playlist to all of my ASU videos in the description box below. So yeah, I am not going back to ASU. A lot of people are like, oh no, like I've been watching your videos and then you just said you dropped out. Now I'm scared it's not a good fit for me. I'm gonna quickly explain why I dropped out. For my own personal reasons, such as what I want to do in life, how I want the next few years to go. Like, I just don't want to even be in a college. As of now, I'm getting my degree online. The one specific thing about ASU is the people there are crazy. The parties are crazy. It's wild and it's a lot. I had the time of my life first semester. Second semester kind of got bad and I got in a really bad mental state, one that I've never been in before. A lot of negative things happen and I'm not gonna get into stories. This video is not advising you to not rush. So many people have had great experiences. You do you. It could be so fun and such a great experience for you. It could also not be. Hopefully what you want, you will find. I'm just telling you what it was like for me. And I'm just sharing the knowledge. Just sharing the knowledge. Greek life at ASU is huge. Bigger than I thought. People seem to think that it has much bigger meaning than I believe it does. It consumes your entire being. You almost take on the persona of who is in your sorority or frat. This goes for guys too. And it's just a lot. And I mean, it makes sense because whoever you surround yourself with, you do become them in a way. Firsthand, like I've seen this more with boys joining frats. I just don't really have girlfriends and I didn't in high school. And the same thing happened when I got to college. It was me and Maddie and then a big group of guys. With the boys that I was friends with in high school and the boys that I met in college, I watched joining a frat completely change them. Their aura, their personality, it's crazy. It really is. The first piece of advice I'm going to give you is you need to stay true to yourself. You just have to. Another question that I got a lot is, do I have to rush to go to the frats? Do I have to rush to party? No. Like I said, people at ASU are crazy. The guys do not care one bit. If you are in a sorority, if you are in high school, they don't care. They want pretty girls showing a lot of skin at their parties. I knew some girls in my classes and one of my friends who got dropped for my sorority, I would see them at frat parties. I would see them out at the bar. Like, you do not have to be in a sorority if you want to have a fun time at ASU. So now I want to explain why I feel like a sorority was not good for me. I did not feel a part of a sisterhood in any way. From the outside looking in on other sororities, there's no sisterhood about it. There's a ton of drama, a ton of gossip. A lot of other sorority girls would be like telling me stories, spreading rumors about girls in their sororities. It just looks horrible. I really don't enjoy talking bad about my sorority, but I'm coming at it from a perspective of what I got my hopes up for, what I was excited for going into joining a sorority versus what it actually was like. There were not many events at all. Majority of the events, not everyone got to go. Like, you could submit your name if you wanted to go and then they would spin a wheel and randomized who got to go. I heard from some girls in my sorority that there's like an A team and a B team, meaning everyone on the A is who they put on the forefront, like, of their social media, who they want to represent the sorority, and then there's the rest of the people. If half of the sorority is not the aesthetic you want, why are they in this sorority? Like, so many questions. I also did not have the sorority family experience that I had created in my mind. The whole process of like going on Big Little dates was a disaster, not just for me, for many girls that I talked to. No shade. It's just not at all how I thought it was going to go. Every time I would go out, and a guy would come up and start talking to me, he'd ask me what sorority I'm in. And when I would tell him, every single time, would be like a, oh shit. I was just so confused how if I was in one of the top sororities, how any of those girls, not all, but some, and a lot of the girls that were in my pledge class, if my sorority all has the same values, how are we in the same one? If I'm in one of the top houses, I'm embarrassed that some of these other girls are also in the top house. Like, I don't even know how much of this I'm gonna keep in. Like, a lot of the girls just did not have the same respect for themselves. I don't know. With all this being said, I did meet some really good people. Some of those girls are so fun, kind. I don't think any sorority at ASU would have been a fit for me. Doesn't matter anymore. If you're going to Rush, before you even get to the first in-person round of Rush, each sorority is going to be going through all of the girls, going through who they want and who they don't. A lot of this has to do with your social media presence. Hate to break it to you, the more followers you have, the sororities are gonna want you very badly. They want the internet famous girls. It's just such a big factor. I don't have a crazy amount of followers at all, but there's something about my aesthetic. Could it be that in my bio I have fashion model? Maybe. I really hope people don't take what I'm saying the wrong way. Did they really want me for me? Or did they like how I look and that I have fashion model in my Instagram bio? I honestly don't know. You need to dress to impress. Each sorority is going to be more likely to choose you based on if you're dressing to their online aesthetic. There's one sorority in particular that I can think of that they all dress the exact same. You need to be strategic about this kind of stuff if you really want a certain one. Always stay true to yourself, okay? Always. I said that in the beginning. You have to stay true to yourself. But if you really want a specific one, dress like how they dress online. I was just about to say something so horrible. If you dress like how they all dress, like, I don't even know if your personality is gonna matter. Like, oh my god, it's so bad. Your personality is gonna matter. You have to connect with the girl that is talking to you, interviewing you. What's it called? I don't know. But when you sit down with the girl, you do have to connect. You need to be interesting, and you can't just sit there and let her do all the talking, obviously. But I'm just saying that whatever you wear can help you, can give you like some little brownie points, you know what I mean? This is very important because I didn't know this. These girls know everything about you. So when I was still at ASU, they start preparing for the Rush season very early. Why can't I think of what it's called? Like, I was gonna be one of the girls interviewing the girls that are rushing. I was gonna be on the floor. So the reason I know this information now, because they told us how the whole thing works and everything. So they know everything about you. There's a team of girls whose whole job is to stalk every girl that submits an application. There are girls whose job is to reach out. So if you've gotten DM'd by girls in sororities, it was their job and they've been stalking you. If there's any like bad things that you've like ever put out on the internet, automatically be a no. Like, not even get the chance to go into that house. They've looked at every single one of your social media accounts. So that's why when you go in there, you're gonna get paired up with girls who have similar, they live in the same state, whether they played the same sport as you in high school, the same job, went to the same high school. With that being said, don't lie to them about, you know, basic things, because they're gonna know if you're lying. They've already stalked you. They already know your name. Everything that happens to you when you go into those houses and you're rushing, nothing is an accident. Everything is planned out. They know everything about you. Also, dirty rushing will probably happen. It happened to me. Things that the girls are not allowed to say, like, they'll say, I really hope to see you again. I hope to see you next round. Like, they're not supposed to say that. People said that to me multiple times. Whatever they say to you, like, I don't know, take it with a grain of salt. Like, I think they did the same thing to Maddie. The same house, like, said, I can't wait to see you next round, and then, like, they got rid of both of us. But don't touch them because, like, I care about their money. They all have so much freaking money, but they get fined. So, I don't know. If you want to cost them some money, then hug them. So, anyway, dirty rushing is probably gonna happen. You can suicide bid. Maddie suicide bid the one that she wanted. Now she's in. They advise you don't do it, but you can, and you can take your chances. Maddie's two that were left that she prefed, she did not want one of them. And it wasn't some kind of like what their aesthetic was, whatever. Like, she just had bad experiences talking to every single girl in this one. So she suicide bid, got Delta Gamma, and she's so happy and having so much fun. So I think that's all like about the sororities. Just some other little things I'll throw in there. The sororities do have specific frats that they favor. Like, I've heard some girls talk about how they have so many great guy friends in like this one frat, but we never do anything with them. And that's just like how it's gonna be. Even like sometimes the frats like only send out their party invites. You'll see when you join a sorority, you're gonna get added to all these group chats and all these guys. But that's how they like invite you to their parties. through group chats. And anyway, some frats like don't invite certain sororities. Like Maddie would get the group text from one frat, but like they never sent it to my sorority, and then like vice versa. Like I would go to the one that Maddie got invited to, and Maddie would come to the ones that I got invited to. Like I said, it doesn't matter. You don't even have to be in a sorority. You could literally be in high school, and if you look college age and you're hot, whatever, like they're gonna let you in. Another thing is the frat hazing there is awful. So I don't know if you have a boyfriend or a sibling, like I said, like it consumes the guys. I've heard rumors about part of the hazing has to do with the sweethearts. So beware if you're trying to be a sweetheart of a frat, you might have to get involved in their hazing, whether it's like violent, whether it's disgusting and sexual. I don't know. That kind of leads into my last point. This video is so weird, but this goes into my last point. Both genders there are feral. I expected it to just be the guys. The girls are just as feral as the guys. The stories I have heard, the things I have witnessed. When I say ASU is crazy, like, it's crazy. Yeah, so with the whole sweetheart thing, good luck. I heard terrifying things that the sweethearts had to do. That's all I know. That's all I know. I mean, I know more specific things, but that's all that you need to know. You need to go to ASU and you need to discover the gross, the nasty, the scary things for yourself. I can't hold your hand with you. I can only share my knowledge. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below any other videos that you want. If you have any questions, I try to always respond to the YouTube, to the comments, to the questions. On my TikTok too. Have any like really specific things you want to talk about, you can DM me. I wish you nothing but the best, whether you decide to rush, whether you go through the rush process and halfway through you're like, I don't want to do this anymore. Whatever it is, I hope you have a great time. Go Delta Gamma. Find Maddie Smith. Tell her that you know her from AV Vlogs. Tell her to have a shagadelic peachy day. And yeah, I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
I miss the old Kanye, straight from the gold Kanye. Chop up the soul Kanye, set on his goals Kanye. I hate the new Kanye, the bad mood Kanye.